Hello, people of the internet. This is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords with the restored content modification. Last time on KotOR II, we had to rescue Dagon Gent from custody because he was a murder suspect, and he's one of the reasons why we need to actually complete the main quest. So he's pretty important in the grand scheme of things. And it's been absolutely ages since I've played this. I think it's been a month and a half to 2 months since I last did any sort of recording for this game. So we're going to get back on track now, finish off Onderon, and then see what happens from there, because we're very close to finishing this planet. Dagon.
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my contacts from the palace without it.
I got the holodisks from Bakal.
Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting him. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Isis anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this.
Yes, contact the Jedi Master now.
Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
Well, that's rude, considering I rescued you from custody. Oh well.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
I have my ways, Master KotOR.
KotOR, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malak during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. I have my ways as well. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend.
I don't know whether I should talk about Master KotOR here or not. I mean, he's not my favourite Jedi Master like most Knights of the Old Republic fans seem to view him as, because for some reason KotOR's their favourite in this game. He's okay, he's kind of middle of the road. I think I've said before that he's a little bit generic, and I prefer Zez Kayal honestly, but whatever, let's see, what can we pick here? I want to know why I was cast out of the Jedi Order.
You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there was you. Many thought you were a spy, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men! And watch your aim! Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of him. I won't let KotOR escape.
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter. Area effect attacks, such as grenades, will do great damage to soldier and civilian alike.
Because we want influence with HK-47, and I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to maximise it during this run, I'm actually going to agree to this. Yes, kill them all, HK. which is a little bit out of character for me at this point, but I always pick it because it's a good influence opportunity. And even with that, you can't actually hurt the civilians anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now let's just take these guys out. And we got some dark side points for that, for obvious reasons. And this is a fairly easy battle, just take these guys out and we'll be okay. It'd be nice if Canderous could actually attack at some point today. There we go, he's finally woken up. But yeah, it's been absolutely ages since I've played this, and I've missed playing it. Things have got in the way again. And I was intending to record some of this earlier, but I just wasn't in the recording mood. And there's a lot of panicky people about. Let's see what they have to say. How you doing, Nico?
I'll tell Dagon Gent to get out of ISIS fast. They'll figure out his connection to all this soon enough. Good luck.
Alright, thanks very much. Oh, looks like I'm barred. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm pretty much barred. Fine. I'm just going to talk to every named NPC and see what happens. Didn't you see the fight just now? Vaklu's troops were just in here. They tried to kill me. That's great, Vix. I'm going to go stand over here now. I've never actually done this before. There's some interesting dialogue that you don't normally see. Okay, so Vaklu supporter's not very happy with me for obvious reasons. Waitress.
Did something just happen?
Yep, she's a dumb blonde who didn't notice anything.
I swear I didn't see anything. Just don't hurt me.
Okay.
Seems like you take after me. You should leave the city. Tobin's boys don't play nice.
It's interesting how much unique dialogue there is after the fight. That's quite cool. Oh, Kif doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much barred from this place, but it's not the greatest bar ever anyway, apart from the music. Oh yeah, sorry I didn't give you a Starport visa, did I? Tough luck. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Is the does this guy still flirt with us? Oh yeah, he's still dodgy. Fine, let's move on. In case you hadn't figured it out, what you have to do is fight your way back to the ship you came into ISIS with, which isn't as hard as it sounds, but you still have to do it. And because I took a while to actually move, they've come to me for a change, which is nice. Oh, Mandalore, stop taking my kills. There's quite a lot of them, so I'm going to move over here. This isn't too bad, thankfully. We are taking them out quite well. I don't know if anybody has anything to say here.
Have any work that needs to be done?
Yeah, clean this stuff up. It's dirty around here. Oh, let's see if the bouncer actually says anything. I've already made problems. With the amount of people I've murdered, technically I should be in custody now for killing a whole bunch of Vaklu troops.
A lot of credits to be made around here lately. If you have
apparently nobody has anything interesting to say, and Dagon Gent has gone. Right. Oh, there's a guy around here for some reason. Not sure why. Oh, they're thugs. Do these guys actually say anything?
Hey, it's the swoop light gem. Some of those alien thugs had a go at you, right? I don't want to cross you.
Beasts are acting up again.
Right, so they have nothing interesting to say, but we can move on. Yeah, this part of the game actually has one of my favourite lines ever, which is going to come up really shortly. And it's a line that I'm surprised nobody's made a meme out of yet, because I always found it quite hilarious, but nobody ever seems to talk about it for some reason. More troops. Let's kill them. I'm a little bit out of practice with the whole recording thing, so I'm going to see how this goes, because I've missed playing this and I really want to get back into recording, assuming I can fit it around work and everything, because work takes up a lot of my time at the moment. Even in my so-called holiday, it was taking up more time than I wanted it to. Merchant Quarter. Right, we're not too far away from leaving Onderon.
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on?
Yeah. Why aren't you shooting at me? All the other soldiers have been.
What? Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently.
Whoa, you can't call them slags. That's a bit harsh. So not all the soldiers are after me. That's comforting.
You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with Command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Vaklu can throw a whole army at us. I think we've outworn our welcome over here. We should head over to the spaceport before General Vaklu invents some charges against us. Then we'd be in real trouble.
That would be amazing, actually. Yeah, you're charged for existing. Yeah, so if you side with Vaklu, or if you show yourself to be pro-Vaklu at any point during this part of the game, the ambush in the cantina is just for show, as opposed to, you know, or it has the opportunity to be just for show, as opposed to being flat out against you, and you have a choice to side with them there and then. I didn't get that option because I have not shown any pro-Vaklu tendencies. Are we going to get attacked again here?
You know what to do. Let's do it! Get it!
Oh yeah, we're being attacked. These guys are not threatening in the slightest, although I'm more threatened by the fact that they're still classed as regular NPCs, but that's going to change. In case you hadn't figured it out, this is the hardest fight in the entire game. I am being sarcastic. Although HK's having trouble, bizarrely. And that's all of them down, just 4 random guys who attacked us. And they're all dead. Right, let's talk to one more person. This guy.
I noticed your incident just now. I'm afraid I have nothing more to say. Good luck in your travels.
Okay, thanks very much. Right. There's going to be another cutscene here, and it's got my favourite line of dialogue ever in this game. And nobody ever talks about it.
The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
How do you enter the military and not know what target acquired means? I don't know if Obsidian wrote that in as a deliberate joke to see if anybody would laugh, because I'm sad enough to laugh at stuff like that, or if they figured this game's quite grim and it's quite serious in the first place. Let's just throw in some random lines of dialogue every so often that just completely go against the tone of the game. And that's one of them. It's so goofy, and I'm surprised it's even in the game, but it makes me laugh every time. But nobody ever talks about it. So this part is going to be named after that one line of dialogue from that one random soldier. Anyway, let's just get on to attacking turrets. HK and Mandalore can deal with that, whilst I deal with these guys. This is where Destroy Droid comes in handy. The game has decided to not let me shoot. Right, there we go. And Mandalore can't attack these turrets, but that's okay, because I can deal with them. If I ever attack, come on. Am I too far away? Why is it not doing it? Yeah, I was probably too far away. There we go. And before I forget, because I don't think I talked about this the last time I played it, the Rise of Skywalker trailer's been out for a while. The Star Wars Episode 9, the Rise of Skywalker trailer. And I'm excited, but That's to be expected because I'm a Star Wars fan.
Yes, Master.
And I will be seeing it as soon as possible when it is out. Like I did with all the other Star Wars films. Just heal HK up a few times. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch Mandalore back to a gun. And we can now leave Onderon. It only took us about 15-16 minutes. But there we go.
Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
You don't say. Right, let's go.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's going to be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot.
I agree with that assessment entirely. Let's see if anybody has anything else to say.
My son will never believe the ISIS swoop champ talked to me.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? This woman, does she say anything?
They just barred entry to the merchant quarter. I wonder if there's been another bombing.
No, it's because I cause problems.
That space battler's caused hell in our schedules.
Yeah, we've already heard that.
I again apologize for the Boma attack earlier, Offworlder.
No, we don't need to talk to you. And yeah, if you do try and go back into ISIS, you are pretty much prevented from doing so.
The checkpoint up ahead has been closed. Some sort of malfunction with the turrets or something. You can't go through.
No, it's because people were trying to kill me. Okay, let's go then, once we talk to you.
You again? You don't need to see me if you want to leave the city. Once you get to the starport, you're done with the bureaucracy.
Okay, cool. And there's more HK 50s. Can I actually switch HK out here? I can. That's a little bit of a cheat though, so I'm not going to do that. It could be just me and Mandalore dealing damage here.
Diagnostic. For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. Alarmed embarrassment.
Okay, we've already heard this dialogue multiple times, so let's do it. Let's just get rid of them. They're doing more damage than they should be. That's worrying. Oh, I'm actually dead. Okay, right. Mandalore, throw an iron grenade, quick. Oh man, okay, I'm getting my ass handed to me by HK 50s. And this stupid med pack bug is back. Oh god, okay, they actually have AI. How lovely. I don't want to die here, come on. Please don't let me die here. I'm really getting destroyed by HK 50s. This is actually embarrassing. I died. Lovely. Fortunately, the game gave me an autosave here, so I can actually be a little bit smarter about things and actually put some stuff on that I need. For some reason, I don't have any shields whatsoever, so I need something that can deal with... Yes, that will do. And Mandalore doesn't have any shields on either, which is also a problem. So he can also have ones that deal with gunfire for a bit. And... Ooh, that's actually quite a nice implant. What's my current implant? Because it's been a while since I looked at this. Oh, it's exactly the same. Candace, you could actually do with that too. Assuming that I can grab it. Yeah, there we go. Physical boost implant. Yeah, we both got the same. And you need some gloves. Preferably ones that do more damage. The strength one is tempting. Yeah, we'll give you the +2 strength. And the music likes disappearing at the moment, which is rather irritating. Yeah, why not? Give you that. And you need a belt. Why haven't you got a belt on, Mandalore? Not the demolitions one. We will give you, yes, +strength. And we are actually going to switch you back to swords for this. And then we're going to put loads of shields on. I probably shouldn't have put it on HK then, because he can't even fight the HK 50s. So let's go and take these guys on again. Hopefully with better results. Oh yeah, this is going much better. Just keep spamming Destroy Droid at them, and we'll be fine. I said we'll be fine. Mandalore's almost down. We just about survived that. Awesome. That HK-50 battle was much harder than it should have been, but otherwise we're fine. And no remains apart from these two. Cool. So let's go. We're probably never going to come back here. Or are we? Find out in a couple of parts' time if we ever actually return to Onderon or not.
We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway.
I didn't know you had it in you.
I don't have it in me. It's a matter of self-interest. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we'd fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
Oh, Atten, how I've missed you. Okay, so Mandalore, you can... not solo mode. I pressed the wrong key.
Yes,
you can go back to blasters. And from here, we can talk to some of the Mandalorians before we actually return to the Ebon Hawk, because I think there's a few unique lines of dialogue here that you can actually get whilst Mandalore's with you. And I want to try and exploit that as much as possible.
I don't think you'll be able to return to Isis anytime soon. General Vaklu has a great deal of power. Even a Jedi couldn't defeat an entire army alone.
I think they could, if given the right set of circumstances.
Kumas owes you a debt of honor, Traveler.
He does indeed.
You have fought more battles on Isis. You are truly formidable.
I am indeed. And is there anybody else? Oh, Zarga.
Most of the recruits are scouting the perimeter. If they fail Mandalore again, there will be dire consequences.
I think Calborn, who for some reason has his injured idol animation here, I think he runs the Mandalorian camp whilst Mandalore's out, but let me just double check that.
I hear you handled Isis adequately. Mandalore has left me in charge until he has finished his journey to reunite the clans. If there is any change planet-side, I'll send you a message.
Okay, cool. And that's foreshadowing for later on in the game, because, as you've probably already figured out, we are going to be coming back here later on. But who knows when? We'll find out at some point in the future.
After the ambush, Kelbin's been pushing to get the entire base 100% operational. So, I have work I gotta do.
I'll leave you to it then. You mean all those repairs I did for you meant nothing? Thanks a lot. Right, I think Kex has some unique dialogue with Mandalore here, which I only just discovered a couple of weeks ago when I was just quickly testing a few things.
Mandalore, Quartermaster Kex on duty. What do you need?
At ease, Kex. Just checking the camp. Young Kex here got a battlefield promotion when his predecessor got quartered by a beam splitter. Whatever this visitor needs, Kex, you make sure he has access to it, provided he can pay for it.
Of course, Mandalore.
And we can actually be honest here and say that Kex has a problem with us. And let's see. I think Kex has some issues with my presence here.
Really? Is that true, Kex? Do you have some issues with our guest?
I do, Mandalore. I don't trust him.
So you don't think our guest should be wandering around free, is that it?
No, Mandalore, I do not. The stranger may be a spy for Onderon or the Republic.
So you don't trust my judgment? Are there any other orders of mine you want to question?
No, of course not, Mandalore. You are the one we follow without question.
Then you're an idiot, Kex. But you're right not to trust our guest here. I haven't made up my mind about him yet either. But until then, Kex, you do what I say. And my orders are to let our guest have access to our supplies. Got it?
Of course, Mandalore, without question.
There's nothing I need. Let's get going. All that just to tell him, no, we don't need to look at anything. And that dialogue is cool, but it doesn't quite make sense post-Onderon. You would have thought that would have been a mandatory bit of dialogue whilst you were trying to get respect from the Mandalorians, but whatever. I don't really, I'm not a script writer, so I can't really say if I'm more correct than the Obsidian script writers or not.
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and I'll take you there.
Yeah, in a moment. I just want to double check to make sure I'm not missing any lines of dialogue.
Your ship's pilot. Damn it.
Oh, you just interrupt a nice line. Let's try and do that again.
I heard you defeat you and Braylor is one of none of the Sith.
No, fine, okay, we can't trigger that. Let's go back to the ship then.
Ready to head.
Let's go.
Follow me.
That saves us a quick trip. We're back at the Ebon Hawk. I can't remember how many cutscenes are going to trigger here. Hopefully a few, but I could be wrong. And I don't know if I'm going to leave Duxon straight away in this part. If it's not this part, then it will probably be the next one. Oh, well, it will be the next one. But let's go back on the Ebon Hawk and see what's happening.
There was a pattern to Revan's attacks during the Jedi Civil War. He sought to convert Jedi, not kill them. But that is not all. In fact, he fought to keep the infrastructure intact, killed certain political leaders that would lead to destabilization. First Patriarch Lelin Dur of Sirocco, the Corellian diplomat Mimis Yoon, and Yusunas of Achani.
I'm not sure anyone could find any reason in Revan's need for war.
I am not sure that he intended to conquer. I think he was trying to do something else. I think he was trying to unify the galaxy against some other threat.
Against what?
I do not know. And that concerns me.
Ooh, Obsidian plotting. That's the only cutscene, really? I thought there'd be more than that. Now, I want to talk to a few people here, so let's see if Mandalore or Canderous has anything to say.
Nice ship you have here. Where did you get it?
Ooh, he knows something. It's hard to explain, actually. One thing happened after another, and we ended up with it.
Ah, so it's like that. I guess it would be better if less questions were asked about it then. Now, was there something else you needed?
Okay, he's not too suspicious. Cool. And now I can't remember if Mandalore's one of the easier party members to get full influence with or not. It's been quite a long time since I last talked to Canderous in this capacity in this game. I mean, option 5's a little bit harsh, so what's your take on the Republic?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
That is true. You seem awfully complimentary of Revan, considering he almost destroyed your people.
Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on.
Interesting how Canderous isn't really saying that he travelled with Revan during the first KotOR. At least not yet. Perhaps the Jedi thought the Mandalorians a threat not worthy of their attention.
Then the Jedi were fools as well as cowards. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now, was there something else you needed?
Can you tell me about the Mandalorians?
The Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian lives, we will survive. Our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always.
My life has revolved around the same things.
Which is one of the reasons I travel with you. It pleases me that you recognize the truth. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action, and I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, was there something else you needed?
I went for the slightly dark-sided option there just because I thought it would get us influence with Mandalore. Are you certain the clans will follow you?
We have suffered defeats before, but none like our defeat at Malachor. Our spirit may have faded, but it hasn't died. It will burn bright again, like a star in the heavens.
Why haven't the clans come together earlier?
The end of the Mandalorian Wars was something new and unknown to us. Revan fought us like a true warrior and defeated us on our own terms. Revan embodied our philosophy and showed us our own weaknesses. Then he exploited them. It was a painful lesson. With Mandalore dead, our weapons taken and our pride destroyed, many lost their way. But I will change that.
That's probably why the Mandalorians in the first KotOR were so thug-like. Hasn't anybody tried to do that before you?
Only Mandalore can command the clans. There was no new Mandalore for many years. I can tell you want to know more, but we can talk more later about this. Now, was there something else you needed?
Oh, apparently we can't tell. Apparently we can't tell him we want to help him now. That's a shame. Never mind. And we didn't get any influence. Okay, fine. Mira, I need to talk to you.
Oh, hey. Can I ask you something?
Of course you can, because I've ignored you since you joined us, and I actually do want to talk to you for quite a while. Something wrong?
Your face. You have this glow. I mean, not a real glow, but it's like you're calm. At peace, but it's more than that. You haven't been chewing on spice, have you?
Oh, this conversation again. I don't poison my body with spice.
Okay, maybe not spice. Maybe someone just jammed a power coupling up your ion engine and switched it on full.
Okay. There were some questions I wanted to ask.
Go ahead and ask.
You seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
This is no smuggler's moon.
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
Used to Nar Shaddaa? Is that possible?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Kreia showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once. How all life there is connected, is bound to each other.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
Right, so there's your little bit of foreshadowing there, because we're going to turn Mira into a Jedi, like every other member of the Ebon Hawk crew. But we gained some influence, so we can get started with that. And I'm going to level myself up because I can. Sneak attack 4, that will be useful. Keep sneezing during this recording and I have to keep editing it out. That's a real annoyance, but oh well. I'm going to go for... I guess demolitions would actually be useful. And we'll go for power-wise. Oh, we could go for beast confusion. No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to go for a power that's going to be useful to me, and I'm just trying to see which one of those I want. Do I want dark side powers? I mean, I've got a few light-sided powers. I've got 2 there. Or 3, actually, technically. You know what? I'm going to go for a dark side power. I'm going to go for... It's going to be a bit generic, but I'm going to go for... Do I want shock, actually? Yeah, we'll go for that, because it's going to make later parts of the game a bit easier. Okay, Mira.
Yeah, something wrong?
There were some questions I wanted to ask.
Shoot.
Were you raised on Nar Shaddaa?
Look, before we get into a game of Guess the Pazak card, pull back on the throttle. I don't know you that well to start sharing our life stories.
Alright, calm down. I was hoping we could talk.
Talk? About what?
Just wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all.
Why, you trying to be my father? No thanks. Already had one. Somewhere.
I'm not that old. Dialogue option number 2. Let's see. That's the overly aggressive, flirty option, potentially. Actually, no, you know what? We're gonna be a bit forward with this and be like, no, actually, I was hoping for something a little more intimate.
Are you sure you're a Jedi? That exile of yours must have gone on longer than I thought. Look, you're way too old for me. Even if I were interested, you couldn't handle me anyway. I mean, you're really good in a fight, and you've got those intense eyes. And it's obvious you take care of your body, but I really don't have the luxury of getting attached to you. Besides, you already have your little entourage. I don't want to be a part of the pack, you know?
What are you talking about?
Look, if we start sharing a bunk, the other girls would get upset, and then I'd have to kick the hell out of them to show them who's the pack leader around here. No thanks. You're sweet, old guy. But let's keep it professional.
And that's why I like Mira. Fine. Didn't think you'd run away from a challenge.
Run away? You're the one who couldn't handle me. I'd kill you. It's more than age. I thought I'd seen a lot, but you look like you're 100 inside.
Tell me a little about Hanha.
Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that, and it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them, and when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you and Hanha?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
That's a long story.
Getting influence in Mira seems to be more irritating than I remember. Why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before, but not if I don't have to.
Because all life is connected, and Malachor proved it. You know what the loss of family means, even to your targets.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
I have never stopped trying to protect others, even at Malachor.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock.
Okay, that's a bit harsh. We'll carry on with that next time because we'll let Mira cool down for a bit. I mean, technically she'll already cool down by that point, but we'll talk to her later just to make it seem a little bit more realistic. Let's go to Nar Shaddaa. And there's a reason why I'm going to Nar Shaddaa, because I want to do a couple of things there, which we're going to look at next time, because I think we've had a fairly good part here. Not a lot's happened apart from leaving Duxon and Onderon and finding out a little bit more about what's going on with the whole ISIS situation on Onderon. But otherwise, we're doing okay. And you're probably wondering why I'm going to Nar Shaddaa instead of Korriban, because we need to technically go to Korriban next. And we will do, but I do want to sort out a couple of things in the next part in particular before I actually go to Korriban. And we might be going back to Dantooine as well during this time frame, because there's something I need to do there too. And you may have guessed it's to do with Mandalore, but we'll leave that for next time. Oh, we have a cutscene.
Has there been any word of her?
None yet. I do not understand why she displays such disobedience.
You know why. She bears the face of her mother.
Why Atris would have sent her on such a mission is something I do not understand. In terms of combat, she is the last among us. In terms of stealth, she is willful and not prone to disguise herself. Her stance, it has too much passion about it.
Perhaps that is why Atris sent her. Perhaps it is an exile of her own.
We might get a few more cutscenes here. Oh, we got more cutscenes. Don't you ever sleep?
Not since Malachor.
It is always in my dreams. I remember the ships, the last stand of the Republic. The tattered remnants of our fleet, the largest we could gather. But it was damaged, weakened, and vulnerable. The Mandalorians couldn't resist. They tore into us like beasts, shredding our ships to scrap as we fought back. Yet this time there were no reinforcements for either side. Revan had been delayed out-system by Mandalorian scout ships. By the time he arrived, it was too late. And beyond Malachor, there were no more Mandalorians left to die. I remember standing on the bridge with you and watching the destruction of the Republic, watching ships full of soldiers and Jedi burn and die. I remember the look you had when you turned to me. It was the longest you'd ever looked at me. You didn't say anything, just a nod. Events moved quickly then, even in my dreams. Flashes, explosions, you falling. I could feel the pain around me. And then the memory. The drifting hulks of the Mandalorian ships, the dead, allies, friends, strangers. And then the echo, lingering, the sound I awakened to in my nightmares.
Bloody hell, Bayador, you're not making this any less creepy. The Mandalorians killed thousands. They deserved it.
Does anyone deserve the Mandalorians' fate? Even some of their conquered worlds fared better. Blame lies with me for creating it. The situation forced your hand. Anger forced mine.
If you are to blame for its creation, then I am equally to blame for commanding its use.
You realize that unless action was taken, the fleet would be destroyed and the Republic would fall. None of us realized the magnitude of what we unleashed.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war?
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor. The absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
Settle down, you two. This isn't the time or place for this.
You fought for no cause other than to spread suffering and pain to the people you conquered.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Bayodor, didn't you just say minutes earlier that the Mandalorians didn't necessarily deserve the fate they had at Malachor, and now you're suddenly saying that they did? Oh, you hypocrite. Can we leave the past in the past and get back to work?
Fine by me.
I think Bayodor was a little bit ashamed there, which is why he ran out, and HK was bizarrely listening in on that entire conversation. Right, I'm going to leave it there for now. Next time we're going to catch up with Mira, and we're going to also talk to Atten, because I haven't talked to Atten in a very long time, and we've neglected him because he's been stuck on the Ebon Hawk for so long, because of Duxon and Onderon. So I know I should be getting back to the proper game, because it's been so long since I've recorded this and played it and done any sort of recording for this. But I do want to get some filler stuff out of the way before I carry on with the game. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.